Salute. Emmanuel Briggs in the building. Salute, salute. Hello, Shabo. Shabo in the house. Hello. Good to see ya. All right. So I'm gonna get right into this. But first I want to thank y'all for coming to this live stream. It is now 4:13 Thursday afternoon, and what I'm going to be talking about is this thing called intelligence that continues to get insulted by, say, faculty members, staff members, spokespeople that represent certain institutions, entities, or what have you. They issue statements like no foul play is suspected, and the public is like, come on now. Come on. They just think we ain't got no intelligence. That's what time it is. That's what time it is, unfortunately. So we're supposed to believe that a black man that was found hung from a tree in the middle of a college campus named Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi. We're supposed to believe that he committed suicide, or should I say deleted himself. We're supposed to believe that. We're supposed to believe that he went and got a rope sturdy enough to wait a minute. All right. We're supposed to believe that he went and got a rope and journeyed back to the campus and climbed up a tree big enough to where he could tie this rope onto a branch and jump off of the branch to where it would cause asphyxiation. We're supposed to believe that. We're supposed to believe he actually did this on his own. We're supposed to believe that this was a choice. The old and black one. Hey there, good to see you. Good to see you. We're supposed to believe that. Okay. Even though he could have done this by purchasing some over-the-counter medicine, some prescription medicine, some type of illicit type drug. He could have done this inside of his dorm room or his car or any other type of private setting. He could have done this anywhere, but we're supposed to believe that he decided to do this in the middle of a college campus, hanging from a tree. Okay, okay, all right, okay. We're supposed to believe that. Okay, okay. Near some pickleball courts. So, so now we gotta stay away from pickleball courts. Okay, okay. Pickleball courts. We're supposed to believe it. So we're supposed to believe that this is self-inflicted, even though his cousins allegedly said that his arms and legs were broken, and both are signs of a physical attack. But we're supposed to believe that no foul play was suspected. We're supposed to believe that this is again self-inflicted. We're supposed to believe it. Okay, okay, all right, okay, okay. Even though his family is saying that he was a kind, loving, and well respected by those who loved him, and he was 21 years old in college, and he had high hopes and would never think to do anything like this. And they just don't believe that he would do anything like this because he had all of these aspirations. He even, with him even being in the university, he even had aspirations to be a truck driver. Imagine it. Yeah. But we're supposed to believe that he offed himself. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We're supposed to just believe anything. And the nerve of the staff members or spokesperson, whoever made this statement, got the nerve to talk about how nice and peaceful the campus is, and it's not a violent place. Well, of course it's not. Of course it's peaceful now. I mean, classes was suspended after he was found. Of course it's peaceful now. I mean, they could have kept it. They could have saved it for a commercial or a brochure or something. Now's not the time to talk about how nice your campus is, because what this man experienced is anything but peaceful and nice and welcoming. Yeah, so, but we supposed to believe this stuff. Yeah. And this college campus is in Cleveland, Mississippi, which is in the Mississippi Delta. That's the southeastern. No, scratch it. The northwestern region of Mississippi. That's where the ground is real fertile, and it was attractive to a bunch of planters, aka plantation owners, to grow their cotton and things of that nature, corn, and yeah. So it was a lot of plantations up there. Still a lot of plantations up there, but they have huge machinery picking the cotton now. So that's the Mississippi Delta. That's where this terrible event transpired at. And it has a long, lengthy history of racial violence, discrimination, disenfranchisement of African Americans, and of course, that state has the highest number of lynchings than any other southern state in the country. I think it's almost 600. They had like 600 lynchings between 1865, after the Emancipation Proclamation, from 1865 to 1960, I believe, when the civil rights law passed. So between that time, they had like almost 600 lynchings, and Yeah, so it's historically known for lynchings and public persecution of melanated people. But we supposed to believe that no foul play happened. All right, okay. And on top of that, about 50 miles north from where this happened, another young man was found hanging from a tree. But this time, it was a white guy. Now, um, it was in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Vicksburg, Mississippi. And they're saying that they don't expect any type of connection between these two, even though it happened 1 or 2 days after the first one happened. Okay, no connection. Okay, we're supposed to believe it. Okay. Now, some are saying that um, it could be the first one could be retaliation for what happened to Charlie Kirk, but that wouldn't make no sense because DeMartravion was a black man, so I'm not so sure about that. Now the second one, I don't know. Yeah, they're in that. Yeah, they supposed to be. Oh, okay. Yeah, the family hired an attorney to do their own investigation. They're pushing to have an independent autopsy and their own independent investigation, and because they want some answers, and they're saying that they're not pointing fingers or calling names. They just want the truth about what happened. They're saying it's cameras all over the campus, like every other institution. So somebody should know something. They should be able to get some type of insight after looking at all this footage. And yeah. So, Cynical One, thank you for coming. Good to see you. Yeah, and they're even talking about some constitutional rights might have been violated for the college releasing the man's name immediately after this transpired. But they're saying that they're not going to tackle that right now. They're just going to focus on getting video evidence and all the other stuff. They're going to worry about they're putting his name out there. They're going to worry about that a little bit later, I guess. But it's coming. It's that's what they said. And so being Crump is being contacted, of course, he knows about it, and he's pretty much saying that we can't accept vague conclusions and vague responses. We need to know what actually happened. And they're even saying they got video footage, but they don't want to release it. I'm like, what's really going on? What is really going on? Yeah, so it's quite a bit going on in Mississippi right now. And their law firm, by the way, is out of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. That's way down, almost at the bottom of the state, almost down about the Gulf Coast. It's like 3 hours, 2.5 hours from this college, including Mississippi. Yeah. So we gotta just wait and see what happens, and see what type of evidence they come up with when they get this independent autopsy. Because something ain't right about this. Talking about some no foul play. Okay. Yeah, and So his family is not drinking the Kool-Aid either. They're saying this son was loving and respectable, and he was in Grenada, Mississippi, celebrating um, Grenada Day. That's the name of the town where he's originally from. They had some type of special holiday in that particular town where he was celebrating it. This was like 2 days before this incident happened. So they're saying he was in good spirits then, and talking about all he wanted to do after he graduated college. And so this thing right here just isn't making any sense, that they're saying that he deliberately offed himself. Yeah. And this in this case is, because it's 50 miles away from Money, Mississippi, where Emmett Till was lynched at. We all know what happened there, but they're drawing some comparisons to that. But only now they're trying to, as y'all say nowadays, what I've been hearing on Black YouTube for the past 5 years, play in our face. Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Play in our face. Yeah. So that's what time it is. Oh yeah, golden black one. Yep. I'm glad my sound is perfect. Glad you you know it sounded good to you. Because that's what we want. That's what we want when we're doing these live streams. We want to be heard clearly. No static, no interruptions, none of that crap. So appreciate it. Next time I'm gonna do like somebody else. I'm gonna ask y'all to put some ones in the chat. Y'all know who that is. Put some ones in the chat. You can hear me. but for real though. So they're pushing for an independent autopsy, and let's see. The other person's name was 35 years old. The one that was found in Vicksburg. His name was Corey Zucatis. I guess I'm pronouncing it right. And again, they're saying no evidence no connection between the two deaths, and yeah. Okay. It's funny how he got offed immediately after this one. But again, they keep saying that no foul play and no connection between these two incidents. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. So, and another thing, we also supposed to believe that sending the National Guard, federal troops to a city is gonna solve a crime issue, and we're supposed to believe that too. When all that's really doing is just putting a band-aid on the problem. Because when they leave, what's going to happen then? What happens next? Now, I understand if you having some type of riot or something in the city, but I mean, you're creating a police state when you do this. a scenario where something that resembles martial law, and people think that's what they want. People thinking that people want to welcome this with open arms, but all I'm just saying is be careful what you ask for, because a lot of people don't even know what that entails. I mean, it's all fine and dandy until you're being told when you got to go in the house. You got to go in the house when the street lights on, like you a little kid or something. You know, or you can't pull out your phone, or just anything, just a myriad of things that they can tell you what to do, and people think they want that, but they don't. They really don't. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I've been hearing it for the past week or so, but they're still not here yet. So I'm looking at it like it got to be some type of power play or something like that. They want to. So they really don't care about the people of the city. They just want to subjugate predominantly black area cities. And because if it's really that serious, what's taking them so long? It's been a week since they announced that they were supposed to be coming. I don't understand. And somebody on another social media platform gonna tell me about some politics. That's what's taking it so long? Okay. Supposed to believe that too. Okay. All right. So gonna have hundreds more people attacked, all because you gotta get the politics out of the way. Okay. All right. That if it was a riot or something, they would be down here instantaneously or expeditiously. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, both of them are, white supremacists and getting ready for. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They trying to get these cities grown for martial law, because they were already in DC, and I forgot that they were in LA some months ago. I even went live about that. But they were in LA due to some protests by the Latino community. That's why they were in LA, I believe. But they're saying they're gonna send some National Guard troops here to attack the crime problem. Okay, so they're gonna be able to be everywhere on every corner and keep an eye out on everybody and prevent things from happening. I'm supposed to believe that too. Okay. All right. And it's just funny how everybody on this other platform, that platform that's based in China, everybody on that platform is talking like I am. Like they set the stage for martial law, like you said, Emmanuel Briggs. Yep. And then on this other platform, everybody on that platform is saying, bring them in, let them come on, we welcome them. I'm happy they're coming. Clean these streets up. Get these thugs off the street. Get these YNs in check. And every time something happens, you see, that's why we need the National Guard. That's why I need National Guard. Come on, we welcome them. No, everybody on this other platform is talking like this. So, but me, I'm like, you don't want to jump out of the frying pan into the fire, because you got, now you're setting the stage for potential racial profiling, harassment, and and you being tracked, and invasion of privacy. And I mean, people think they want certain things, but they're not looking at the big picture. They're just making these knee-jerk responses like, yeah, we need him. We need him here. We need him here to clean up this city. Well, Okay. I'm sure we'll be on the list. Wait a minute. Wait. Well, that might be true, but I, I heard Trump say that he initially, before coming here, he wanted to go to Chicago, but he faced quote fierce opposition unquote in Chicago from local leaders. So he pretty much put that on the back burner in order to he says it's coming here, and I think I read somewhere he's talking maybe a couple of weeks. I'm like, weeks, weeks. But I thought you said this city is deeply troubled. A city that's deeply troubled gotta wait weeks. No, something else seems to be at play here. You know, and yeah, we got a lot of different groups here getting guap for illegal crimes, business status, and even balloon shops in Beverly Hills, funneling drugs. Oh boy. Mm-mm. Yeah, so looks like he going to all of the supposedly crime-ridden cities, like, and they don't even have jurisdiction to impose their laws on city streets. They're strictly military. So unless it's a riot, but as far as patrolling and pulling people over, nah, I don't know about that. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to talk about. You know, exactly, Jim Crow. So that's what's going on. That's what's going on. You got people making these fake posts talking about some. It's a picture floating around of a Hummer sitting on bricks, and it's funny. I mean, I can't lie, it was funny, but we all know it's AI generated. Come on now. I mean, somebody posted this some days ago. As if they were here and they're not even here yet. People talking about they done stole the tank. The YNs in Memphis, they done stole the tank. You can't steal no tank. Come on now. The average person don't even know how to get a tank moving. And people was believing this. People was actually believing this. I'm just like, I don't know about y'all. Yeah, it is a beautiful Thursday. It's a real beautiful Thursday. It's a real beautiful Thursday. Hey, so you out there in Cali? Let me ask you something. Do you be surfing? You know how to surf? Cause yeah, I saw that too. I mean, that was unheard of back in the day for a late night talk show to get canceled like that. Now all of a sudden Trump got it to where he can shut down a late night talk show host. And that's all they used to do back in the day. Back in the 90s, people like David Letterman and Jay Leno, that's all they used to do. Crack jokes about the president. They used to crack jokes all the time about George Bush and Bill Clinton, and nothing was done, I guess, with this internet age, and people sharing stuff. It's able to get to reach more eyes and alert the president to certain stuff, and the president like, oh, we gotta do something about that. You say you tried. Yeah, that you know, man, them waves look unforgiving. Them waves look unforgiving. I be saying I want to try it, but then I don't know. The wave pool at the water park is enough for me. And no, but for real, no, when I was growing up, no, young watching movies and stuff, I used to see people surfing in movies, but I didn't think nothing of it. And just I just didn't think nothing of it. I didn't seen people do it in the movies for years, but the older I get, and after having been on a cruise and been to the beach and stuff over the past couple of years, I'm looking at it now. Whenever I see some videos, I'm looking at it like, you know what? That do look fun. That do look fun. I'm gonna have to try that one day. But I don't know about doing trying it in the ocean at first. I don't know. They got places in Texas that got these big pools that generate waves, and you can learn how to surf there. And so more than likely, I'll be if I try to do it, it'll be somewhere in Texas. Like they got something called Waco Surf in Waco, Texas. So yeah, them ocean waves, nah, I don't know about that. Like I said, them waves look strong and relentless, and yeah, unforgiving. Yeah, they got you look like they got instructors. I've been seeing the stuff on online, and they got classes and everything. I'm like, wow, okay. Yeah, Golden Black one. That's what I used to think when I used to see that in the movies when I was young. As a kid, I was like, oh, that's not something that we do. You know, I don't see no black people out there doing it. But the older I get, and I see certain stuff, I'm like, that come to think of it, that do look fun. So I've gotten intrigued by it over the past couple of years, actually, to be honest. What do you say? I'm not doing. You say I ain't doing none of that. I hear you, man. Yeah, but let me see something right quick. It's one other thing that this attorney said, concerning this independent autopsy and cameras and stuff like that. Let's see. Uh, oh, and somebody at the campus gonna tell me some. We have been grateful that we have increased law enforcement presence on this campus, and unfortunately, that is because this campus has received threats. The campus has received threats. Wow. And my message to that regard would be we have students here and they can't get an education as the folks who threaten the institution are hurting students, and we don't want that. So they got some death threats, some threats. Whoa, I didn't know that. So, but the Bali, but the Bolivar County Coroner's Office insists that, quote, based on the preliminary examination, we can confirm that the deceased did not suffer any lacerations, contusions, compound fractures, broken bones, or injuries consistent with an assault. Hmm. Even though his family member said that he was injured. Okay. We're supposed to believe that too. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So the autopsy is expected to be available in the next 24 to 48 hours. Alrighty, okay. So yeah, it's real in the field. Prayers go out to my prayers go out to the Reed family, the family of the gentleman that was found hung from that tree. He didn't deserve it. You heard that too, huh? Yeah, his bones were broken. Yeah, but we're supposed to believe that there was no sign of him being attacked. Okay, all right, okay, all right. Just believe anything. Okay. See, they see people making these statements forget that people tell what they saw elsewhere on it's. I mean, it's so many other platforms out here. You got this platform, YouTube. You got you know several others where I saw that his cousins, what his cousins said that they found, and you know, it just it's just baffling to hear people say that they didn't find anything that indicates that he was physically attacked or harmed. Okay, all right, but I can't get over this Trump shutting down late night talk shows. I just can't get over it. That dude is wild. And then you got people that are thanking Trump for making the city safe. Okay, even though it's taking them weeks for the National Guard to make it here. Okay, all right. Yeah, they setting the stage for martial law, just like Emmanuel Briggs said. But anyway, that's just how the cookie crumbles. People got to make the right PR statements, I guess, to keep that enrollment up. I guess they got to talk about how nice and peaceful the campus is, and how nothing ever happens there, and all this type of stuff. And interestingly enough, I just drove through the Mississippi Delta yesterday. But I drive through there quite a bit though, to be honest. And it does evoke some memories of movies and things we've heard about Jim Crow and slavery and seeing cotton fields, and September is the month for a harvest of cotton too. So I mean, it's hard not to miss that when you're driving down the highway going through the Delta. Yeah. Let's see. What did Golden Blackman say? Okay. We are in the 21st century with not much revolution, right? In ways to treat each other. White racism is a human disease on top of natural disasters. Yeah, just too much going on. Just too much going on. The more things change, the more things stay the same. Yeah. I mean, it looked like they're trying to come up a little bit down there. It's a little different down there. You know, I saw some windmills down there. And I was driving, and then I thought to myself, wait a minute, when did Mississippi get windmills? I'm used to seeing them out there in Kansas, Colorado, Nebraska, you know. Yeah, but that deep rooted racism, that's there to stay. That's one thing that ain't gonna never change about Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully his family get this independent autopsy that they wanted. They get it in a timely fashion, and we'll see what happens. In the meantime, I want to thank y'all for pulling up. And y'all have a good one. Enjoy y'all Thursday. Be safe out there. And I am about to get up out of here. All right. Peace.